Good morning, everyone. Hi, I am JoBurns. I am your MC and your host for today. And I wanted to get started this morning with a little introduction to what we'll be doing. So I'm also the director and the co-founder for the Colorado Public Health Parks and Recreation Collaborative. And I'm having a little fun here with my multiple screens that I'm looking at. So let's get this party started. First off, we are so happy that you are here. Welcome to our 7th summit. We are grateful that you have chosen to spend your day with us today. The summit's really a special time when we can come together across disciplines to learn and share and connect around issues that affect health in our communities, in our worlds, and all of us as professionals in our fields. Last year, just a year ago, we were all together in Commerce City talking about health and Gen Z. It was one of the last big in-person events before the pandemic took hold in Colorado. This past year has been one for the record books for sure. It has tested us, knocked us down, and provided us opportunities to collaborate, spurred in innovation and creativity, and has inspired resilience. It is because of those things that we gather virtually today to honor all of you, support our successes and our shortcomings, and to celebrate our resilience as humans, colleagues, and communities. To start, I'd like to share this land acknowledgement with you. The Colorado Public Health Parks and Recreation Collaborative acknowledges with respect that the land we are on today is in the traditional ancestral homelands of the Arapaho, Cheyenne, and Ute nations and peoples. This was also a site of trade, gathering, and healing for numerous other Native tribes. We recognize the indigenous peoples are the original stewards of the land and all the relatives within it. As these words of acknowledgement are spoken and heard, the ties nations have to their traditional homelands are renewed and reaffirmed. And I really should probably have my glasses to be able to read this. The Colorado Public Health Parks and Recreation Collaborative is a growing coalition of nonprofit, government, community, and private sector partners seeking to improve health of all communities in Colorado through education, connection, and collaboration. We accept work on diversity, equity, and inclusion as a part of our mission and seek to acknowledge the loss and the pain to Native nations and peoples upon which our communities and public lands are built. This acknowledgement is the education and inclusion we must practice in recognizing our organizations and our sectors' history, responsibility, and commitment. Now, I want to take a little time and share some things you need to know about this new and wonderful platform. It's been around for a while, and we are certainly thrilled to have one of the folks who was originally a part of this team. Pooja is here as our tech support. Please ask her for help at any point in time if you're having difficulties with your system. We really invite you to take some time and to explore Remo. Just double click on a chair anywhere you would like to sit and move yourself where you need to go. You can use the chat that we have there on your bottom toolbar in 3 ways. You can chat the whole entire summit. You can chat with the folks that you're sitting at a table with, or you can specifically scroll down into the audience and participants member and find a specific person to chat with. So if you haven't seen somebody in a while, you can chat them and say, hey, meet me over at table 47, and then you'll be able to share that as well. All right. We also want to invite you to take an opportunity to meet new people, explore and connect today. Take an opportunity, take care of yourself today throughout the day. And thank you to all of you in public health and parks and recreation who've been on the front lines of making things happen today. Also, by being here, your photo consent, we assume that you're okay with us taking your picture. If you're not, please keep your camera off or let Ashley Perillo, private chat Ashley Perillo, and let us know, and we'll make sure that pictures of you are not included in things we post on the website later. So here's a little housekeeping info. If we were together in person, I'd be telling you where the bathrooms were or where to get coffee and a snack. But since you're at your own office or in your own house, I hope you know where those are. So sometimes the best laid plans can go awry. Hello, 2020. And due to some unforeseen tech challenges, we get to be creative today and demonstrate just how resilient we can be. So throughout the day, we're going to move ballrooms a couple of times so that we can clear away the tables and transition into a new and fresh ballroom during the day. I'm going to invite Lisa to come up and tell us a little bit about that, about how we find the hallway where we go to transition to our next ballroom. So Lisa, do you want to come up and share with folks where to find that?
Hi, everyone. Welcome to the remote platform. And thanks for just playing with us today and in this new space. We hope it's just something besides your normal. So when you get the signal, and that will be around probably 9:45 and then after lunch, we'll invite you to click in the upper right-hand corner. Don't do it now. Don't do it when you get back to the table view. But we'll invite you, don't do it. The doors are closed. You're locked in this ballroom until we say so. We'll open the door. But there'll be a place to click in the upper right-hand corner, which will take us to the next ballroom. So it's possible that someone might drop off. The link that you got in your email is always going to work to get you to the right ballroom. There will be like a 1 minute, the NASA between the moon and the landing, the dark side of the moon. There'll be a 1 minute time that link doesn't work twice, but otherwise it'll work all the time. So if you get lost, you get kicked out, no worries. We want you back in. Just go back to that original email, click on that link, and that'll bring you to where we all are. And then that we'll see you as we go through. If there's any tech issues, lots of us are around, and you can always email Rachel and we'll get you back to where we are.
Thanks, Lisa. Now, if you need CEUs today, make sure you visit the CEU table, which is in the top left-hand corner. It's a little top table where you can go sign up for CEUs. You just need to sit at the table, open up the whiteboard, which is on your toolbar just below, and sign your name, organization, and email address to that. Put your name on that list. If you don't do Google, because our list is in Google, click on a sticky note and put that same information, name, organization, and email address, and Ashley and Rachel will make sure you get those CEUs when you need them. I want to say a huge thank you to all of our sponsors because, well, we couldn't do this without all of them. So please make sure you visit their sponsor tables. They're located on those middle rows, those 4 top rows in the top 2 sections. So here is my huge shout out and great big collaborative hug to Tobacco Free 303 for being our platinum sponsor, to Playcore, to MDH Law Group, to Greenplay and GP Red, to HDR Inc., to the CU Denver School of Public Affairs, who is our tech host today, and to Colorado Parks and Recreation Association, who is our fiscal sponsor. So woo! Thank you so much, sponsors. We love you guys. And please make sure and visit their tables and say hello. We couldn't do this without this amazing team, this group of people here listed before you. I want to give a huge shout out to Amira, Ashley, Brian, Kate, Dave, Heidi, Janet, Lauren, Lisa, Fong, and Rachel. Super huge hugs to y'all. I wish I could see you all in person because you are the ones who made this happen today. And well, thank you all for being here. And all of you will get to see them this morning at your different tables. So please say hello and say thank you. We invite you to connect with us. If you're having a great time, share your information on hashtag PHPRSummit. If you take a screenshot or a photo, let us know. Share some insights, share information or observations about our speakers and stuff today. I also want to let you know that this afternoon at the end of the day, you'll get an email about 2:15, 2:30 with an evaluation in it. Please make sure and take a couple minutes and share your input and your feedback. That would be great. If you haven't joined our LinkedIn group, feel free to. We'd love to have you there. We share ideas, discuss different aspects of issues around health. Always love to have more input, or you can visit us at our website. Thank you all so much for being here today and joining us on Remo. We hope you take some time to network. We do have some time for that throughout the day. We also hope that you'll join us this afternoon after the summit. We're going to move into the ballroom and take some time to continue our conversations that we've started today. Have a beverage of choice, grab a snack, and just enjoy connecting with one another. And so I hope you choose to do that with us after the summit. So now let's get this party started for real. So over the course of the last year, we have really heard the words health, public health, and parks used together in the same sentence over and over, whether it's in the same news story, the same social media post, all over the place. You are the people who are bringing that work to the forefront by serving our community members. You have shared tireless hours away from your families, your friends, your loved ones, and you have shown stamina and patience and resilience. The planning team has spent quite a bit of time and had several conversations around resilience. If we're going to have a summit that talks about community resilience, we kind of need to know what that means to us as we were planning. And if we're going to engage and discuss and try to inspire resilience, we need to kind of have an idea of what that meant to us. So we created kind of our collaborative planning team definition of resilience, and it looked like this. To our crew, it was adaptability, strength with flexibility, the ability to withstand traumatic events and bounce back, overcoming or thriving despite adversity, and even looking at how we strengthen both community and personal networks throughout our challenges, even when we have to be physically distanced. So today, we invite you to join with us and celebrate community resilience through parks, public health, and recreation. And we're going to celebrate your resilience by talking about ways to reduce burnout and taking care of each other. We have two great speakers that are going to be sharing that kind of personal perspective of how we can bounce back and have resilience. And then we've got several other speakers that are going to be sharing with us today some of that community resilience, how we can celebrate creative and innovative ways that we've worked with our communities to help them, that we and you have worked with our communities to help them stay healthy, active, happy, and safe. And without further ado, I'd like to introduce to you our first keynote speaker. Just want to make sure she's here and ready for us in the front room. Are we ready, folks?